Okay, so this is not actually an upcoming boss fight. This is just getting ready for a party chat, and I guess stage 2 of the dungeon. I assume I can't go back now. Good thing I have plenty of items. What items do I have? I've got 15 high potions, 45 cross potions, 39 phoenix down, 61 ether, and a whole bunch of other things. Which are the, You know what? I have not used these at all. Booster Bun MP. We'll just give Elvis a couple of these because the Berserker does use some MP. The Berserker has a couple high-powered damaging moves that use MP. Physical attack. Should I designate one character in my party as a physical attacker and one character in my party as a special attacker? And then the other two can just sort of float. And then I can use my physical attack, magic attack items just on those two characters. I feel like Adele looks the coolest when she's doing physical attacks because she's angriest. I don't know what that's supposed to mean either. So I guess I'll nominally make Adele my physical attacker. That is going to raise those stats a little bit. I like wizards, so I guess I'm just going to make myself the magic attacker. 194. If I use 5 of these, that's going to go from 194 to like 205-ish magic attack. At least whatever that stat is right now. And the rest of them, I don't know. Critical chance. Critical chance makes sense, although there is magical criticals. Critical chance makes sense to have on your physical attacker, I suppose. You can have these. I'm not sure. I don't like playing with aim or evasion. Speed is for how often your turn comes around. Magic defense, physical defense. I'll leave those as they are for now. And then there's the matter of the JP orbs. 3,000 JP. I have 17 of the small ones. I'll raise you another Templar level. I'll raise you to level 7 on the Templar. And then I'll stop, at least for now. If I need to use more of these towards the end of the game, I will, but since, Gloria has learned Blindsider, since the game just... I almost feel bad for not using them at this point because I have so many of them, so I'll just use a couple of those. Anyway, now sounds like a good time to go and look at abilities. Are there any fun new abilities I've learned? There probably are. The White Mage is all stuff that I've seen before. So I'm just gonna dismiss those notifications. The Guardianship on the Bastion, Blindsider, physical attack that's extremely effective on blinded targets. Physical and magical defense, that's just a buff. Light of Justice, I was playing with this one in the last battle because this does a lot of light type damage, and a lot of the enemies that I was fighting were weak to light. So, good combination. Relation, that's a barrier. Rampart, that's another barrier. Phalanx is another buffing move. Alright, and there are no passive Templar abilities yet. Savagery, the Berserker, I've seen these before, I'll just dismiss those. And the Spirit Master, Re-Raise is an auto life status effect, so if you die you will automatically be revived. Benistra is a powerful light type attack, a mid-tier light type attack, magic attack, not bad. Regeneration does exactly what it sounds like. I was playing a little bit with those in the grinding sequence, which I mostly cut out. Alright, party chat. It's time to end this. Adam has the Wind Crystal, and it is time we took it back. He's one tough cookie, though. I mean, we all saw what he did to Sir Sloan. You really reckon we can beat him? Sir Sloan trusted us to take care of Gloria, trusted us to take care of the world. And look at all we've overcome to get here. Surely we can beat Adam. We have to. Hoo-hoo, listen to you, Mr. Hero. When the crystal spoke to me, it gave me a choice. I chose to live, and that decision led me here. I have to see this through. I reckon you're right. We deserve to believe in ourselves a little, and you're the face of the world, Saver. You've the face of a world saver. You have the face of a world saver if I ever saw one. You really think so? I agree. We have proven so much together. We can do this. Together we will defeat Adam and restore the crystal to its rightful place. Then I guess we better get going and end this, huh? Yeah, let's do this. We're coming for you, Adam. Alright, that was a rather generic... Just in case you want to see how much damage Light of Justice does to things that are weak to it, let's use a couple of those on these Nocti wizards, Nocto Wizzies. whatever they're called. This is going to do unboosted 2,000 damage, which you're going to counter because you suck. And unboosted 2,800 damage, which you're also going to counter because you suck. That is a lot of damage unboosted. And Gloria is now charmed. I hate you. Alright, so there are going to be more fights down here. There are 3 treasure chests in this area, by the way. Can I hit these, like, set pieces? No, I can't with my sword. Can't break them into pieces and steal the contents. That's a shame. Whatever's inside them, I'm sure if it's good enough for an army to be carrying around in an airship, it's good enough for me. So, I can... Nocta? So, again, as with the last dungeon, some of the monsters in here, notably these bears, which I guess I'll fight just so that I can put them in my Pokedex, they're running away from me. Before I'm even, like, I've even seen them once. And as it turns out, I actually have seen those. Those are the bears that I was fighting a few of on the overworld. Alright, you're gonna run away from me now, though. There are still 2 treasure chests. I want what's in these barrels. Again, if it's good enough to be spending the carry weight on the airship and keeping in the air against the force of gravity, it's good enough for me. Alright. What was that, a remedy? I wasn't even looking at that one. There's 1 left. And the longer I don't see a mimic, the more my suspicion about each and every treasure chest I see grows. Because I still have not seen a mimic down in this area yet. I feel like there should be something hidden behind here, but I'm not seeing a button prompt showing up on it or anything. Where's the last treasure chest? That is a... I'll deal with that Nocti in a minute. Already picked that one up. Alright, if you insist, sir. Adele is now a level 7 Spirit Master. I want the last treasure chest. I will find this... Oh, it's right here. I was gonna say... Hopefully it's not... That's 2 by Bomb Arm. Hopefully... I was hoping I wouldn't have to go searching all over this floor, and indeed I didn't. Those whizzy things are a little annoying if you face against 6 of them in a single fight, by the way. They seem to have, and I wasn't watching super closely, they seem to have a healing move. They seem to have a move that can heal themselves. That's a little annoying. These soldiers in here suck. They're all running away from me. I've noticed that with a lot of the soldiers. They despite that seemingly being their, their job to not run away from me when I approach them, every time I see soldiers in a dungeon, they always seem to be the first to run away. Whereas the wild animal things tend to last a little longer. I see a treasure chest down there. This dungeon has multiple levels on it. Are there just no mimics in this place? Like, soldiers, hello. You are bad at your job. Alright. So there's we're walking around the interior of the airship a little bit. I am high in the sky. I don't even see land below me. And that looks like the way onwards. That is another treasure chest. I'm gonna go through that big ol' imposing looking door in a minute. I don't know if there's going to be another level before we get to an actual boss, with perhaps Adam. Alright, this door just leads inside. I haven't seen a save point, so there's probably at least going to be a save point before I get there. That is... Alright, this is the eating area. And there's just a planter full of flowers right in the middle of this eating area. I don't know why. Alright, is this the kitchen? No, this is just another long table. Maybe this is like the war room. There's a bunch of papers on it that look like, I don't know, strategy or something. There is a mimic. Not the most challenging mimic ever. That's a demon's raw. That's probably Gloria's poison. That's probably for, what would that be for? Probably buffing my magic attack or something. 2 more treasure chests in here. I see a glowing purple thing in the wall. Does that indicate that there's a hole in the wall? No. I'm trying to attack the wall. I don't... Is that just something on the floor above me? That might just be something on the floor above me, because this dungeon does have multiple levels, as established. If I were to just come up here... Oh, okay, hi! You're new. You're running away from me. You're one of those Thor things, aren't you? That was not that interesting. Alright. There's one more treasure chest up this way, I know, and then there's probably gonna be... There's 2 left, so there's gotta be one more hanging out somewhere else. This is going to be a Tegu sneeze. That's one of those throwing items. I see an open one in there. That looks like it's on the floor below me. That's the way forward. There's no more... None in this area. You guys are the terrible soldiers who are running away from the scene of the fight. Where's the last one? This loops. It's not like there's really any room for anything hidden up this way. Let me look around a little bit. I want to find this last one. Oh, okay, the last one's just over here behind this big old gear. That's a ripper. Alright, that is the last treasure chest in this area, and now we can go through the big door. A lot of enemies here, a lot of enemies which I will be ignoring. Because they don't put up that much of a fight. The only things I've really had trouble with in recent days are the, those whizzy things when there's, like, 6 of them on the screen at once. That was a little bit annoying. And... Alright, this looks like it. Okay, hi, guys. You're just sort of sitting here on board. How are you doing? You're not soldiers of Holograd, yes? Ah, perhaps. Your guests invited on the inaugural flight of the Flying Fortress in order to witness its wonder. Welcome, be assured you have nothing to fear. We engineers have everything under control. Precision and safety, those are the watchwords of our profession. Okay, that's not what's going on here, sir, but I like your explanation better, so that's what we'll be going with. We're guests invited to witness the inaugural journey, or whatever he said. All seems well currently, but who knows for how long it will be, so please, do not speak with me any longer. I must keep a careful eye on everything, or disaster may well befall us. Okay. I did accept this. I accepted this assignment for the excellent wages. I did not expect my workplace to be up in the sky. When we return to the joyful solidity of land, I request a reassignment to the kitchens, I think. Alright, you're still working on your sea legs. And you're an item vendor. There are 2 treasure chests in here. I'm gonna assume that there are no mimics in this flying fortress room with all the people in it. All seems well currently. Okay, I talked to you already. And what are you gonna be selling? Are you just gonna be selling the regular items? Are you gonna sell any weapons, perhaps? Does not look like you've got any new weapons to sell to me. Although... Okay, Adele is all wearing Crimson Vest. This will also be good on Elvis. That'll raise my physical defense and magic defense by a fair amount. Let me equip that onto Elvis. I've already got one of these in my inventory somewhere, so I can put that on myself. Any new... Alright, there are no new accessory things for me to buy. Weapons. This'll raise my physical attack a little bit, the Wyvern Sphere, whatever, but physical attack isn't really my thing. I guess I'll pick it up anyway. Shigeto Bow. No one can use it, but that is a lot of physical attack. I will get one just to have it for later. And a Drastial Staff. These are for wizards. I've already got one of those in my inventory somewhere. Apparently Adele is holding the Gaia Rod. Okay. I spent a fair amount of money there. Not on too many things, just on like a couple of the more expensive items. Is this a big circle? It is looking like this is a big circle. Is it? Nope, that's okay. Onwards is down the bottom part of the map. Okay, let me go run up the other side then and see what there is. There's no fights up here, which I guess makes sense. This seems to be the safe zone. The UPS guy had an Australian accent. That's not something you see every day in New Jersey. Or hear every day in New Jersey, I should say. This is the last treasure chest. That is 2 by Soul Food, which I think is one of the monster bait. That didn't have the monster bait icon. Hang on. Items. Okay, so it is in this pocket. It's just everything in this pocket has its own icon. Spirit monsters. I have 9 of those apparently. All right, I've only used the bait a couple times so far in this game. It's not bad if what you want to do is indeed to get into a string of continuous fights. There's another door up this way. I'm just gonna stick my head in it to see if there's anything I can stick my head through. It doesn't look like it. All right. In that case, this is a save point. I'm gonna shuffle around my items, look at my abilities just in case I've learned anything new since the last time, which I don't think I have. And I will okay, let me look through this real quick. Alright, so I've changed around my equipment a bit. I'm not going to make a huge deal out of anything that I did, because I don't think there's anything that was really that much of a change. I put on some abilities that complemented people's current job classes a little bit better. For example, physical abilities for physical attackers and that kind of thing. And I have a couple items that also give me elemental resistances. I don't know if that's really going to be something that comes in handy, that I'm really going to want. I don't know if Adam is going to be attacking with light or lightning or water or anything like that. He didn't really look like he was... Okay. He didn't really look like he was going to attack with any particular element. So we've actually got a bona fide dungeon puzzle here. The first time I fought him, way back in the beginning of the game, in the prologue. Alright, this is another multi-level dungeon. This is... not somewhere I can go right now. I see I'm gonna have to play with the levels of the... of the elevators. So it's gonna be one of those puzzles. And... I can just like hit these levers wherever and whenever, right? You really want to fight that badly? No, don't do that. Alright, this Wizzy really wants to fight that badly, does it? So, before I actually get into fight, I should probably figure out what these things actually do. Kagutsuki is one thing that I'm gonna summon on everybody. That sounds like a magic attack of some sort, either that or a status, like a blind status, and Orc Lord, which I'm guessing is gonna just do a lot of, like, pounding type damage. Okay, that wasn't bad. 800 damage to 6 things on the field, 5,000 damage in total. I can make use of something that can do 5,000 damage total across the entire battlefield. Alright, better to find this out now than when I'm actually in a boss fight somewhere. And meanwhile, the Orc Lord thing does basically the same thing that the Orc Chieftains did back half the game ago. In that forest. With the Ranger. Where I was catching all the Orc Chieftains and setting them loose. It's just a big old punching attack. Punching the enemy in the face. Okay. No, I need this one too. Okay, let me figure this out. First, I'm gonna go back down. And then I'm gonna come over here, hit the switch. That's going to make this elevator go upwards. And lastly, when I come back here now, up to the top, I should be able to cross over this platform. Okay. Figuring out how these elevator puzzles work. There's always, like, faintly annoyed me in games when they showed up, these elevator puzzles. That's going to be the way forward, but there is a ton of stuff that I would like to do first. So let me lower this one down below, because I'm sure if I go down below, I'm going to need the elevator down there where it is. Like, these elevator puzzles like this always faintly annoyed me, because it's sort of... It is hard to shake the feeling that they are wasting your time, but also on the other hand, it is kind of satisfying when you figure it out. Alright. There's not that much here. There's just this one treasure chest, and I believe the one down there, which is in the upper right of my screen. Which I should be able to, Can I get around you? Thank you. I should be able to just grab that without having to mess around with the elevator levels. I wonder how much more of this there's going to be. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I feel like this might be a mimic. Mimic senses? Spiky shield, not a mimic. Alright, the last hour or so of gameplay, my mimic senses have not been quite as sharp as they were for the beginning of the game. Okay, upstairs. There's probably more to the dungeon. There's no save point here. I wonder if the things that I picked up in the treasure chest here are any good. There are 4 treasure chests up here. I see some monsters floating around through the walls. Those don't look like the good monsters, though. Those are just the chaos things, which tend to run away from me, and if they run away from me, I'm limited in my interest in fighting them. 2 by ether. Okay. So down here, it looks like we're running around the outside of the airship again. This is a huge construction. Do I get to pilot this thing after I win this fight and take it over? Is that how this works? I'm pretty sure there's a... I didn't exactly go and like looking for spoilers or anything, but I seem to remember accidentally finding out that there are 8 chapters in this game, and I'm only through like 4. I could always be thinking of another Bravely game, because those tended to have 8 chapters. I could just be drawing conclusions based on what was in the other Bravely games, but okay, so this is a teleporter back to the beginning. If this is all there is in this game, if this is actually the end of the game 65 hours in, I will be a bit surprised. Okay, so this is... Should I want to go back and save, I can just jump in this teleporter, but I will not be doing that right now. This game does feature autosave every time I go through a door. Through a loading screen, specifically. And, it hasn't been that long since the last I saved. Chaos. This is a big place. Over the years that I've done this whole Let's Play thing, I've gotten better at, like, not running out of things to say when running long and, rather, honestly, boring routes around dungeons like this, but there are some places... Can I actually go through here? I'm not sure if I can. There are some places in games that are just so big without that much stuff happening in them that I run out of things to say anyway. So I'm inclined to think that I actually maybe can't go to the side on the right over there right now yet. It seems like there's no way to get there right now, and there's always the possibility that later on in this dungeon we will double back a little bit. Here's another one of those switches. Are you gonna start running away from me yet? No, not really. Woozies counter physical attacks, and they have this annoying ability to cast Charm on you. I gotta remember that. Alright, 5 treasure chests up here. Ooh, there are 2 upstairs in this dungeon. Okay. Gonna need to hit the elevator switch. And that's going to create a walkway. There was nothing down there, right? No, there was nothing down there. That's gonna create a walkway up above. Not too complicated yet. That can... Alright, I've got to do that again. No? Okay. Is that as high as it goes? Yes, that is as high as it goes. Okay. We can take the stairs. Skeleton's gonna run away. This just goes back, right? Nope, that is... This is what I mean when I say, like, this vaguely annoys me. Depending on how much time I have to spend running around here, I may kind of just say screw the treasure chests. I don't want to, though. Well, here's one. Here's one treasure chest. Can we have a mimic? I haven't had a mimic in a while. In this entire city of Holograd, I have not seen any mimics. And my suspicion that there just aren't any in Holograd in this part of the game is growing. Alright, we've already looked down there, there's nothing. I can't make that jump, although I do see a treasure chest, I think. Behind that pillar, that's a treasure chest. Alright, Wizzy, you can please just pay no mind to me. They're not difficult fights. They're running me down anyway, which makes me think the game thinks I should have more experience at this point, but... Alright, correction. They're not difficult as long as you don't hit them with like a physical attack. Anyway. Maybe I should equip some charm resistance. Maybe that would help. Alright, there's a Mimic. Adele is now a level 8 Spirit Master, not level 38 Spirit Master, and Gloria grew to level 49. Black Cowl. I wonder what the magic level number is for these things to start leaving me alone. Is it maybe 50? 50 is coming up. I'm 48 on everybody except for Gloria, who, as established, is now level 39. I keep saying 30. Gloria is now level 49. Alright, it looks like the quest marker is pointing close by. This is gonna be another treasure chest. Dragon scale armor. That sounds good. I like dragons. I like dragons when they still have their scales, but not gonna say no to dragons. Okay, so the lift below, I need to hit the switch and create a path. I'm just gonna go off the camera a little bit. I'm gonna cut away if I don't find anything and see if I can find the last 2 treasure chests. Okay, here's one. It's just sort of sitting here, hidden behind. Oh, no, that's not a treasure chest. That's a lift. Wow. They look the same. The colors are the same. And okay, here's one. I've been seeing it down here on the ground floor in the middle, sort of circling around it from above for a while. It took me a little bit of time to figure out how to get there. There's still one more left to be found. And if I can't actually find it, I'll just skip it. Alright, not super interested in the last treasure chest. I've got 4 out of the 5 that are in here. Everyone is now level 49. Okay, have not found the last treasure chest. I found 4 out of 5. That's good enough. I don't feel like spending more time running around in here. Everyone is now level 49. And the Wizzies and everything are running away from me. This is cool. I wonder what this button does. I meant to hit the Y button to like simulate pushing it to find out what it does, but alright. That joke falls a little flat when you hit the wrong button. I feel like there's probably not much more here, right? This looks like it's leading up to the final area. If I were to just hit this button, I can go down to the Grand Hall, I can go to the Central Concourse, or I can stay here on the bridge. In one's element, attacks targeting elemental weaknesses deal what? Is that like extra stab? Is that what that is? Anyway, this is by the Great Hall. This is that one door leading out, which basically had nothing behind it. All right. I have to assume the plot's gonna take over at this point.